Welcome back to the farmstead. Well, grab yourself a cup of coffee, maybe a cup of hot tea, and let's talk about gifts for the gardener. Now, whether it's the holiday season or any other time of year, it's good to have a few things up your sleeve when it comes to gifting to your gardening friends, or to put something on your wish list. So let's just jump right in. What gardener could not use a great pair of gloves? Something that is durable, something that will last, and maybe a set, if they have littles that garden with them, maybe a set of those too. I have some for my grandkids, and they just love them. Good gloves. Now, this is a little set that is easily put into a windowsill for herbs. Can grow different herbs that are used most often in cooking. This one includes basil, oregano, and parsley. But you could, of course, add your own seeds. Things that you might like. Things that you know your friend might like to grow. Easy to do and fun to watch grow any time of year. An obvious gift for a gardener is seeds. What kind of seeds would you like to grow? What kind of seeds would they like to grow? What kind of seeds grow well in your area? In this case, I have carrots, which will grow here in the winter. You can get some of those started. And for next season, jalapeno peppers, my favorite pear tomatoes, and even a new variety of tomato that I'm going to try this coming season. You could give one or a whole set or multiples of something they like in particular, like zinnias or cosmos, maybe some different varieties of those different things. It's a great time to look on the websites for the different seed companies to get some good values on things as well. And the new stuff for 2025 is coming out too. I've also got seeds that I saved. Now, these are loofah seeds that came from my loofahs. And I have put a few of them. I think I've got 10 in this pack, which is more than enough to grow you a few loofahs. And I've got some planting and caring instructions on the back for them. So, seeds that you have grown and that you want to share. I love getting those kinds of things. A gift card to the favorite gardening store, whether it be a nursery, whether it be a big box store, where they could get supplies, plants, all the different things that you might need for gardening. Gift card, always appreciated. And then books. Oh, how I love me some books. Books of all different sorts. Books of all different varieties that relate to gardening and homesteading, preparedness, and those kinds of things. I've got some examples for you here. This is Herbs for Common Ailments. Some very common things that are grown in most any garden and ways that you can use them. Many folks grow all kinds of herbs and flowers in their garden, and they may just think, well, they're pretty to look at or I can cook with them, but some of them also have some health benefits to them. And a book like this is a good resource to start with to see if some of those might be beneficial for you and your family. Ways to use them, ways to prepare them, ways to store them, all kinds of different information. And it's a very small book, so it doesn't take a very long time to read or to browse through. Succulents. I have my newfound love of succulents. They are so easy to care for, so varied in their shapes and sizes and colors and patterns. I just love them. And so this is a book that I found that is all kinds of information on growing different succulents, how to care for them, and for me, even just identifying some of them. I've seen some pretty ones out in the plant stores, and I just didn't know what they were or how to care for them. So a resource like this is a great way to learn about those different kinds of things. And maybe to help foster a love of succulents so you have someone to talk to about them. Now let's talk about seed saving. This book is a wonderful resource for all things seeds. Collecting them, how to store them properly, how to make sure that they are ready for the next time you want to use them. All the different varieties, just anything you need to know about seed saving, you're going to find it here. I have a book that I love that is about organic ways to treat all the pests that may wander through my garden and start to be a menace. Any books like this will help you identify and figure out how to treat and combat all those infestations that may come your way. And if you're a gardener or you have a gardener on your list, they probably preserve the things that they grow. These are my two favorite books. Of course, my Ball Complete Book of Home Preserving and a complete guide to pressure canning. Most of the information from here is in here also, but this one specifically has some really good recipes for pressure canning and some little bit different information than what might be in here. Both are great. Both I completely trust for all the things that I've grown and want to can and to preserve and save for my family. So either of these, great gifts for your family. Now, speaking of seeds, a seed saving kit. I think these are technically storage bins for 4x6 photos, but they work fantastic for seed saving. I have gotten, I think I got one at Michael's and one, or Hobby Lobby, and one on Amazon, but they both function the same. They're really durable. They keep my seeds dry, organized. I have even added little labels to each one for the different kinds of seeds I have in there, and it makes it very handy to see how many of what varieties I have and what I may need to order for this upcoming season. Definitely a winner in any Seed Savers book. Yeah, so that, a Christmas cactus. These are lovely little plants that grow all year long. They're green all year long. They bloom about this time every year. This has got a little bloom on it. It's got one that's actually already fallen off. So this is kind of a seasonal specific gift. It comes in a little pot, but I bought a little pot to put it in. Just like that. I can either pot it up and then gift it, or give it just like this. Gardening friends of yours probably have some garden soil that they could put in there, or some potting soil to put in there. Maybe put a little bow with it, maybe a little stick of a Santa Claus. Lovely gift for this time of year. Also, you can find pots like this a lot of times on sale this time of year. It's the end of the gardening season. Stores are wanting to make way for next year, and this is a great way to get some good prices on pots. And I picked up these because they happen to be red for this time of year. And to this one, I'm going to add all the little things, tied up maybe in some cellophane, and put a nice big bow on it. The new almanac is out. Have you seen it? Sounds like we're going to have a dry, cold winter here in Texas. I've got a little flag. Found this on sale also. Says, welcome summer. Hello summer. Something to look forward to. My gloves fit perfectly down in there. Both some for me and my littles. My loofah seeds. The other seeds that I'm gifting. And the gift card. Maybe some little tools. Maybe some snips or something. Great gift. Now, let's move to our outdoor friends. This time of year, bird watchers will tell you, please help us feed the birds this time of year. The birds are scrounging for food, trying to stay warm. And this is a great opportunity for you to treat them. Suet feeders are a cake of different ingredients that really sticks together well. Gives the birds lots of energy. It comes in lots of different flavors for the specific birds that you might have in your area. These are relatively inexpensive. I think this was like $2. Little feeders, about the same. It hangs in there. This pops open. Open this, put it in there. It hangs, and the little birds can hang right on it and eat all winter long. And these last a pretty good while, longer than you might imagine. So, let me show you some other things that birds might like. Any of your garden centers are typically going to have feeders and food of all sorts for this time of year. The little birds love the suet because they can hang on to the cage and the bigger birds can't get to it. They love things they can poke their head into, and this keeps your seed and food dry. Little finches and things love these mesh bags that they can stick their little bills into. Bigger birds will appreciate these open feeders, whether they're wide open or a little bit decorative. Now, mostly the hummingbirds are gone for the season, but this is a great time of year to gift a feeder to be ready for next season. Now, as long as you're feeding the birds, you might as well think about a nice warm place for them to get out of the wind and the weather. Decorative little houses always add a touch of whimsy to any garden, and it needs to be houses that are appropriate for birds in your area. Even things made out of recycled materials. Purple martins arrive in my area either February 28th or March 1st, and they love a nice place to spend a few months and raise their young. Now, along with food and shelter, birds also need water during the winter. Some bird baths need to be filled up with a hose, while others bubble constantly. But you can find ones made of different materials like resin, plaster, or glass. Wind chimes are a great addition to any outdoor space. They can be pipes, they can be whimsical, they can be glass. They are soothing and relaxing and just a wonderful addition. Every gardener appreciates a good basket for harvesting, whether it be brand new, whether it be repurposed, vintage, big, small, they're all good. How about the gift of worms? Every gardener would love a worm farm, and they even come in kits for kids. Being able to make your own compost is every gardener's dream, and it's easy with these outdoor bins and indoor countertop pots to start with. Adding outdoor lighting is fun and easy with all the different choices that are out there, from strings of lights to solar lights to uplighting. And there are hundreds of choices of whimsical lighting, all to make the area more inviting. Arbors are a great way to add height to any garden, and they can be fancy and wooden or metal as plain as can be. Every gardener appreciates a good set of tools in a bag that you can carry out around with you to the garden or in a chair that you can sit on as well. Good pruners are essential for trimming bushes, trees, and shrubs. And a little cart and storage are always something that are needed. And who couldn't use a cart, a wagon, or a wheelbarrow? There are as many reasons for using raised beds as there are designs for raised beds, whether they're short or tall, oval, round, square, rectangle, metal, wooden, all have a purpose. And a workbench is a great place to get it all started. And in the end, we need a great place to sit and relax and enjoy the fruits of our labor. Now, if you have a much bigger budget for a gift for your gardener, think about a greenhouse. They're pre-made that can be delivered just like a portable building. There are several different varieties of those on the market out there. Or if you have a really big budget, How about a high tunnel? Now, wouldn't that be something? Whatever it is that you give to your gardener, they will appreciate. Thanks for watching. Happy holidays, and I'll see you next time.